Hello, my darlings. My name is Victoria, and this is Veritas Tarot. Sagittarius, I'm going to do your 2022 reading for you now. We're going to be looking at overall messages from Spirit for you. Then we're going to be looking at love and relationships and career and life path. All of it may resonate with you, or simply one or two areas may resonate with you. You will know as you listen to the messages. I have put timestamps for the three different sections in the description box below, so do feel free to jump to an area that particularly interests you. Just before I start, I'm doing my regular live session tonight. That's an evening with Spirit, your questions answered. So if you have a question for Spirit, do join me tonight at 9 p.m. GMT London time. Do look at your time zones, obviously, to make sure you get the right time, and it's in the description box for my announcement about the live on my channel. Do join me tonight, where I'll be pulling some general cards for those in the room and for those that Spirit intends to watch at a later date. And then I will devote as much time as possible towards answering as many questions as possible. If this reading doesn't resonate, my darling, simply understand it wasn't for you at this time. There'll always be a reading out there for you at exactly the right time, guided by Spirit. So Sagittarius, and I have done your Sagittarius big read recently for your season. So if you haven't seen that, do go and check that out. This is for Sagittarius, for those that most need to hear the message of Spirit. Thank you. This is my energy oracle card. I am pulling first of all for messages from Spirit for you. So we have here at the moment anxiety, my darling. There is you're in a space where you can't get out of your mind at the moment about something that's causing you distress and worry, discomfort, and it's not a comfortable place to be in, obviously. What Spirit is saying for you at this time is that it is passing. Although you may not feel it's passing. And actually, just like the storm in this card, it's come in to clear a lot of energy that's been attached to you for a very long time. And that when you are in a space of giving something so much attention, where attention goes, energy flows, you're creating more and more of it in your mind. So you're not allowing yourself the space to move out of it. And how you can help yourself at this time, my darling, is in as many moments as you can, observe that you are in the space, feel those feelings, but try and detach from yourself, almost like stepping out of yourself, stepping out of your mind, and look at you in the situation and say, what is it that I'm meant to learn from this? What is it that I'm meant to release from this? Because over worrying and over stressing about something and overthinking about something is not helping you at this time. You actually have to be out of your mind to make sense of it. The mind can never make sense of this. The mind has been conditioned by us for so long to think a certain way. It's conditioned to be very judged about ourselves, about others, because that's our ego, our pain body protecting us. But underneath all of that, our soul is divine wisdom, it's divine love. And that's why if you can listen to your intuition, your soul at this time, and try not to ignore the messages that it is trying to give you. And it is only sitting in that silence sometimes that you can hear it. So when you are saying, I am, and whatever you're putting after it, which is describing where you are right now, that is the energy that you're sitting in. So if you really want to help yourself, you have to take responsibility for your feelings. And it's very difficult to do because we're very used to saying it's somebody else's fault that's made me feel like this. But this is a choice. This is a choice that you can make now. You want to feel better. You want to feel happier. Yes. You want to feel at peace. So make this choice now to help yourself. And there is a huge power in doing that. And part of that is to sit. You know, when you're thinking a thought or a feeling, you're not that thought or feeling, my darling. You are observing yourself having that thought or feeling. That's the stillness. That's the awareness. So try and sit in that space. Sometimes to feel what it's to be in that space is simply to say the words, I am, and say nothing after it. And it's that stillness in the space where you say, I am. That's the stillness to sit in. And when you're in that space, say, thank you for whatever it is I'm meant to receive from my soul. Thank you for the answers. Thank you for whatever messages I'm meant to receive, whatever healing I'm meant to receive. And through that allowance, through that openness and willingness to receive, you will receive what it is you need in that present moment, in that gifted moment. So, and that's going to help you come to a sense of peace, release things, relax and receive. Release, relax, receive. So let's move forward and see what it is. And thank you. They've just given me another card for you as well, which is attachment. So these feelings that you're having, there is an attachment to something that you're not letting go of. And you're not letting go of for fear of losing it, or you're not letting go of it because you're so conditioned to feel this way. And so you're not able to move forward because of this strong attachment to something or somebody in your past or in your present. And sometimes when we're so bolted in fear of losing, we're actually not allowing ourselves to evolve. So we're remaining in a space where we're repeating cycles over and over and over again. One of the things that I learned on my journey is that everything is fleeting. Nothing is ours to hold on to. And actually, it's the only person we have a relationship with our entire life is ourselves. So make that your priority, the relationship you have with yourself, because in connecting with source energy, in connecting with God within you, in connecting with your soul, with your intuition, that gives you that sense of strength and empowerment and coming home and self-love and self-respect. So Spirit is saying there is a need at this time to let go. Now, this all happens in stages, my darling, but let go and let God, even for a moment or two. When you remember and feel like doing it, just take a deep breath and say, I let go and let God. I hand this problem over to God, to the universe, with the words, thank you, God, for helping me to understand that this problem has already been resolved for me. Because when we are so attached to something, and when so intent of an outcome that's to come from it, we are stopping that coming forward to us, because it is your will, by attaching yourself to it with conditions that you have in your mind, that's stopping whatever the resolution is to come forward to you. So release attachments to outcomes, release attachments to trying to control something, because when it's exhausting trying to make something happen, trying to control something that's outside of our control, we only survive then. We don't thrive when we battle against something. So by accepting it, accepting the things that we cannot change, the courage to change the things we can, and the wisdom to know the difference, accept that you are being asked to let go of this, let go and let God. And when you put everything into God's hands, into the universe's hands, you see the universe's hands in everything, because you're allowing the natural order of things to come back into play. You're allowing it to evolve how it is meant to, and how your soul intended it for it to happen, and whoever else is involved, their soul intended it for happen. And it's always for your greatest good. So those are the two cards energetically for you. I'm now going to move forward to your reading, my darling, for love and relationships. So let's pull, I'm using the Romance Angel cards, which I've only just started using again for these 2022 readings. So let's see what comes out for Sagittarius. Now, this may follow on from this energy reading I've just done for you, Spirit's messages. It may be completely different, but we'll see what Spirit has to say. This is for Sagittarius in love and relationships, for those that most need to hear it. Thank you. So I feel this is moving on from what I've just said, because we've got here a card that wasn't even meant to be in this deck, and they've asked me to put it in for love and relationships. So this goes back to this energy card, a healer of the ages. This is a card now for you. It's almost like you've gone through this process over and over and over again, and it's time now for you to cut these karmic ties, because you've got here, pay attention to red flags. Time for you to cut now these karmic ties. You may have repeated this same relationship over and over again in other lifetimes. Sorry, my dog is trying to get herself comfortable. But understand that as you make the choice, because it is our choice, my darling, how we feel about things. It's our choice to receive energy. It's our choice to feel, and make that choice now that you want to feel better. Make that choice that you want to be happy. That is empowering. And forgiveness, my darling, of another is the most powerful thing that you can do for yourself. It is a demonstration of self-love and self-empowerment to forgive, because it is releasing your energy back and giving back their energy and saying, no, I choose to love myself. I choose to respect myself. I choose to move forward. So with this card, it is, if you are concerned, just as an aside, about any health issues, Spirit is saying that don't be worried about that at this time. That's just an aside for somebody that Spirit wanted me to pop out. But by making this choice to take responsibility for your happiness now, and to make a choice to start to look at what you're taking from this situation, from this relationship, what you're learning from it, what you're letting go of it, you're unblocking stuck energy that's within you. And there is a profound healing that's going on at a really deep level for you at this time. And then they're saying here, pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. So this is to follow. Those red flags are your intuition. If this situation is something with this relationship that it's making you unhappy, it's making you work very hard, it's making you walk on eggshells, you haven't got balance in the relationship. This is not something, you can't fix this relationship. You can't fix another. You can't force another to be how you want them to be. They may love you in their own way. They may love you with all of their being, but as much as they're able to, but they can only meet you as far as they've met themselves. And their relationship with you is based primarily on the relationship they have with themselves and their own issues. You can't fix that. What you can do is fix and heal and resolve within yourself what you know that you've been carrying around with you with conditioned behaviors and hurts that you've been carrying around with you, and you can release those and energetically allow them what the universe, your soul, is wishing to come forward to you at a different vibration. You can fix yourself and see a ripple effect on others, but you can't fix another, my darling. And however much you try and force this round plug into a square hole, it's not going to work. All you're doing is giving energy to something that is not right for you and is causing you unhappiness. And you kind of know this. So let's see what else. Thank you, Spirit. It really does take a lot of energy to hold on to something that's not meant to be. And when we're trying to hold on to something that's not meant to be, then we're not allowing what else is meant to come in for us to come in for us. And equally, because we create and cause people to come into our lives to give us something, a soul gift. What is this soul gift that you're being given from this relationship? What is it that you're learning from this? How are you changing because of it? Thank you, Spirit. So we've got here the Wheel of Fortune. But as I picked it up, I noticed that it was upside down, and I don't normally read upside downs, but Spirit pinged it at me as they do. So what they're saying is this wheel can't turn for you until you make a decision to release yourself from this. Just saying energetically, I let go of the situation, and as many times as you can, and just in those few moments of feeling peace, you allow the wheel to turn for you. You allow things to happen and evolve for you. But the universe can't give you when you're not willing to receive, when you're in this space of being stuck and not wishing to take those steps forward for yourself. And because the wheel has appeared, it's also saying, as you make that decision to embrace yourself, embrace the change, embrace the possibilities, the opportunities, embrace the peace that comes with letting go, then this wheel, expect the unexpected next year, expect things, expect clarity, expect unblocking of chakras in order for things to happen, because our chakras can get blocked when we have pent up energy, pent up hurts, pent up things that has not been released from us. So trust your instinct at this time. There is things coming in for you with love and relationships next year. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. What else with regarding this relationship with red flags? Thank you. So what I'm seeing here is two cards have come out. You've got the Knight of Swords and you've got the Page of Swords. So what this is saying is, because of swords, it's the communication between you as well. And Spirit is saying, put your sword down. Put down that sword that wants to fight about this, wants to retain this. Put it down and let go. Okay, this is the Page of Swords. This is more of a time of exploration for you about yourself. And it's more of a time for you to come home to yourself. And this beautiful Knight of Swords is about letting go and coming away from negative energy and moving forward in a direction that is only going forward and up energetically. And as you vibrate at a higher vibration, my darling, more and more amazing stuff will come in at you with that vibration. So allow this to happen. Thank you, Spirit. What else do you have to say? And as a time of exploration, it's a time when you're allowing answers to come in for you. You see, one of the things, the great things about enlightenment is that it's not necessarily the gathering of information, it's the letting go of things. But in the letting go, we receive clarity. And in the clarity, it's incredibly crystal clear and light. And it's not a heavy burden of truth. It's crystal clear. It's beautiful. So, and in the willingness to receive that now, what will happen is that you're allowing things that you haven't seen before to come into your space, and you'll receive messages. You'll receive things in beautiful, weird and wonderful ways. Anything that you think, well, that's weird. Well, that was you. That was you giving yourself a message. That was the universe through your soul giving you a message. So do trust in that. Thank you. For love, one more card, please. 2022 for Sagittarius. What is coming in for Sagittarius in love in 2022? Thank you, Spirit. Beautiful. Perfect. Thank you, Spirit. So we've got two cards here. I'm going to show you. You've got the Nine of Discs, which is the Nine of Pentacles, and you've got the Prince of Pentacles here, Prince of Discs, which is the Knight of Pentacles. This is the knight you want, darling. This is the knight who comes in like the tortoise in the hare. This is the knight that crosses the finishing line. This is the dependable, loyal, grounded energy, knows what they want, knows it's you, no game playing, no red flags. And it's quite funny because Spirit's giving the bull here, because normally that's with red flags, but there's no red flags in this one, okay, because this bull is calm, it's quiet. They are funny. Coming in with so much openness to you as well, at a slow pace, my darling, at a pace that's natural, not that fast moving pace in relationships where it's like a whirlwind and then you're left kind of gasping for breath because you think, what just happened? No, this is a beautiful relationship that's coming in for you, and it's going to come in at the energy that you are going to be at, having released so much and let go of things, because you just like with all of us, you don't want to take into something new, something old that's going to affect that relationship. So this is a time for you now to release a lot of patterns of behavior and understanding in releasing it what the spiritual root cause of it is. What is it? Because normally we go through life thinking we're responding to things as adults and we're not responding as an inner child. So what is it within you that reacts to things from a child? Where has that come from? And that's for you to answer for yourself. And then you are going to be in this glorious, fabulous space of the Nine of Pentacles here. And this is living very consciously aware of who you are, how you are fit in with everything else around you, how you are living as a conscious being, as in you are causing and creating consciously, you're manifesting consciously, because you're doing it all the time. So why not do it consciously with the right thought and the right word? Remembering that where attention goes, energy flows, and your thoughts are incredibly powerful. Everything comes from an idea. Your words are incredibly powerful, and your feelings and the energy that you're giving out. So this is a beautiful space, my darling, that you're coming into, and you are in receiving mode there. And can you see? You are receiving. You're not leaning forward energetically. You're not going to pull on this, because you are in a space of understanding that the relationship you have with yourself is the most important relationship. Very, very, very beautiful for you next year, my darling. So Sagittarius, just looking at the time in order to do the timestamp, we're now going to look at your career and life path. So Spirit, what am I going to pull for Sagittarius? Let's pull the Sacred Destiny deck for you. Let me just move those cards out of the way so I've got some space. Let's put you up there. So Sacred Destiny, please, for Sagittarius. This may resonate with you again, but maybe for somebody entirely new. For career and life path, thank you, Spirit, for those that most need to hear the message. So Voyage, fantastic, and Community. What two beautiful cards. And on the bottom of the deck, you've got Leadership as well. So Voyage and Community. You're going on a bit of a journey, and it could be a physical journey, because the whale here represents somebody who's whales travel a huge amount of distance, but they're also protectors of people who would travel. But it also talks about the spiritual journey you're going on, the emotional journey you're going on, and the understanding, just like whales that communicate through a vibration, that you are, again, creating vibrationally all the time, and to have that trust. So get ready, my darling. I mean, literally, Spirit is saying for next year, get ready to embark on a kind of amazing journey. I've kind of got that Moby Dick story in my mind. It's something expect the unexpected as well for you. This is where you really look now what your thoughts are saying and what your words are saying. Where is it you want to go, my darling? What is it you want to achieve on your career and life path? You're protected, you're being guided. Trust that what you are wishing, looking, believing, knowing is coming in for you. The stronger the knowing, the more you're willing it towards you, because God's will is your will. That is your soul inside of you. So if you know this is going to happen, you are willing it towards you, my darling. This is the time. Get prepared. Enjoy the journey. And then you've got this beautiful Community card here that's come out for you. So this Community card is something that you are doing for the greatest good, not just of yourself, but of others as well. Because everything you're doing on a soul level is for your soul evolution. But of course, as human beings, we all want to help. I mean, every role that we have, it doesn't matter, any role that you think of for anybody, it's all about helping others. So, and the forest here talks about everything is entwined, everything is weaved together. There is a community within the forest that is deeply embedded within the ground. The trees talk to each other. The younger trees help the older trees. I don't know if there's something that's a sort of age concern or something you're looking to do, but understand with this Community card that support is all around you. And if you don't feel it's there yet or see it yet, trust that it's coming in next year. If this is your soul path, then trust that on that path at exactly the right time, your soul guide will present exactly the right opportunities and people that you need to progress forward, to evolve forward. This is your soul family, and they are coming in for you, and it's their energy combined with your energy that propels this forward, propels it forward from a manifestation point of view, propels the energy forward in a beautiful way as well. So, and they're there to help you find your strength, find your courage, and they believe in you as well. So this is amazing. And now you've got the Leadership card has come out. So Spirit God is asking you to take a leadership role with this. The snow in this card represents, you know, with the polar bear here, represents the clarity that you actually have, the vision that you actually have. You have an inner compass. This is the Northern Lights. You have an inner compass about what it is that you wish to do, to trust in it. And the polar bear it's rare. So what you're looking to do is unique for you. It's something very beautiful, and something that, although it's community-based, you're going to have to step forward into this leadership role and trust that you're being guided and trust that you're being protected. And this is not a time to sit and think, I can't do this, because, you know, just like those Northern Lights, you're like the sort of beacon of light. People come to watch, people come to see. Respect your gifts, my darling. It's now a time to step forward. Respect your gifts and trust that everything that is intended for you is going to come in for you at exactly the right time. Let me pull my animal cards for you here now for Sagittarius, career and life path. Thank you. He wanted to come out. Okay, that one. That one. Okay. Be forbearing and patient. This is the camel on the bottom of the deck. So this is something new for you. This is uncharted territory. This is something where you have what you need, but there may be times in the journey where you're feeling that you're not getting what you need. And it's the trust that wherever you are in that space on this journey for your career and life path, trust that your soul understands exactly where you are and why you are there. So be forbearing and patient. Patience, because when it is something as important as this, it is not just you manifesting, it is community around you. Those people that are coming in, various things have to happen in their life for them to come in. This is the weaving together of it all in that wonderful metrical rhythm, the omniverse. All that is arranged in a metrical rhythm. So be forbearing about it. Understand that you are able to carry this load. You are able to do this. This is something your soul signed up for. Be patient and trust in divine timing. And then you've got the donkey. Keep your heart open no matter what. So again, coming back to doing everything from this heart space, not here. Here, feel your way around situations. Throw love at situations where you want to throw something else. Send love and light to situations. Trust. Problems arise. Say, God, thank you for helping me to see the solution. Understanding that solutions are given to you so that you can overcome those problems and learn and grow from them. The donkey is incredibly loyal. The donkey was given the sign of the cross by God, all donkeys, because of his loyalty to Christ. So this is about you releasing the burdens that you may feel for other people. You are not responsible for other people's paths, other people's directions. And in fact, the more you focus on self-is rather than selfless at this time, the more you actually can help other people, because you will then be very much on your path, and that has a ripple effect for other people as well. You can't help people from an empty space. So creating healthy boundaries, releasing responsibilities that are not important for you. Spirit's also saying to me, it's a little bit like when you have too much happening, too much scattered thoughts, too many tabs open on your computer. And I think I'm slightly guilty of that one. Too many tabs open on your computer. You have too much you're thinking about. Shut down those tabs that aren't important at this time. Make it simple now, my darling. Focus your thoughts in one direction and one direction only, and trust it's coming in for you. Don't get distracted by things that you don't really need to do at this time. Release burdens and responsibilities that you are taking on that you do not need to take on, and create some healthy boundaries. Keep your heart open no matter what, and keep throwing light at the situation, love and light at the situation, knowing that everything is exactly as it is intended at this time. And now I'm just saying, keeping it simple at the bottom of the deck. There we are, simplicity, keeping it simple. Keep that thoughts open, clear out the clutter in your mind. Look at the extension of where you are right now. That is an extension of your energy space. Clear out the clutter, clear out things you've been meaning to do for a while. Give them on, pass them on. When our mind is cluttered and the space around us is cluttered, there is no room for that simplicity. There's no room for spirit to come in, because we're doing too much. So bring yourself back into that beautiful simplicity space of the I am. And I don't know if I said this in this reading, but try saying the words I am and saying nothing after it. So I am. Feel that silence, feel that stillness. That is your soul. That is your unobserved observer, your unwatched watcher, watching your thoughts and feelings, all of the scattered ones as well. So bring yourself back into that space and sit in that space and say, I trust and believe, and I'm ready to receive whatever it is the universe is now throwing at me for this 2022. Thank you, universe. So Sagittarius, my darlings, happy birthday to all of you this season. I had a lovely birthday. I'm a Sagittarius. I had a lovely birthday in early December. Happy birthday. I will be doing another reading for Sagittarius for December, some stage nearer Christmas, but have a very beautiful Christmas and a lovely new year, and looking forward to seeing whoever can join me tonight, Sunday, 9 p.m. GMT for my live slot. Take care, my darlings. So much love. Bye-bye.